This segment is sponsored by the Mortgage Link and Eastern Title and Settlement. The real estate top performers want to help you navigate this housing market. So I spoke to principal broker Rodney Bennett of Fairfax Realty Elite. But first, we're going to hear from Marc Baron of the Mortgage Link with your mortgage deal of the day. Marc and Rodney, so great to have you. Marc, I want to start with you. The deal of the day. What you got for us?
It's a really good deal. It's a jumbo 30-year fixed, either purchase or refi, up to $2 million. 3%, 1 point, but then we have 1 point lender credit. Have to tell you what the ARV is, 3.095%. You need a credit score of 740 or higher.
All right, we'll tell our viewers how to take advantage at the end of the segment. But first, Marc, what is new with the first-time buyers program?
Whether you're thinking about buying a house or your first time, or even if you're thinking about moving, it's a great time. As you know, the Federal Reserve has lowered the interest rate. Well, we got to keep the economy going, and buying homes does that. So the first-time home buyers, it's a great time to buy. Let's look at the incentives. You can get a tax credit. And just emotionally, it's your house. You can have a garden. Hopefully, it'll be a shorter walk from your car to your front door. You can paint a wall. You can knock down a wall. It's something to call your own.
It's nice to have that for sure. But Rodney, of course, we know this market is crazy right now. So what do you have to do to stand out when you're buying a home?
Kristen, that is a great question. I can tell you right off the break, I have hundreds of agents with me over at Fairfax Realty Elite. And I can tell you that every offer that I've seen where they represent the buyer, they actually have to take and do what's called the escalation clause for most of their deals. Most of the agents now, the listing agents, are savvy enough to put the property on the market and let it stay there for about 4 or 5 days. Then they put a deadline date on. So what you have to do is you have to, first of all, inspect the property, but a lot of properties are going without people even walking inside the properties at all. They're writing up contracts and then they're waiving all contingencies, as many as they can. Of course, you know, you can't waive the finance contingency. So that's one of the things that stay there unless you come in with cash. And surprisingly enough, I found that there's a lot of people that got cash there. So my suggestion would be that if you're going to write up an offer, you talk to your agent and you make sure that your agent understands what your wishes are. And most of the time you got to waive everything and add an escalation clause. And if I'm not mistaken, Marc, the average escalations now, they go anywhere from 50,000 to maybe 150, 160,000 over list price. So you got to walk in, have your lender's letter and everything ready, be ready to go. And then you have, most of the time you have to do a quick settlement too, which in like 30 days, 30 to 45 days. And I know Marc's company can actually handle that. They did one for me.
Wow. Yeah, it's so competitive out there and you've just got to be fully prepared when you're going in. Why is this market like the way it is right now, Rodney? The
interest rates are so low. And like I said, there's just plenty of people that are cash heavy, but fortunately for the sellers, they just decide, a lot of people just decide, I'm going to sell my property and I'm going to rent for a while, but I'll walk away with a lot of cash in my pocket. Then you got a lot of new home buyers that I didn't realize had this kind of money, especially like in PG County and Montgomery County. People are loaded with cash. And I think that I can't see this slowing down anytime soon.
All right, get your P's and Q's in orders. And Marc, of course, there is more cost when it comes to actually moving from one place to another. But you all at the Mortgage Link, you have a big truck that you lend out to your customers, right?
That's true, we do. When you settle with the Mortgage Link, we have a 14-foot box truck that's available to you for free. You come by our office, pick up the keys. It's in Rockville. Come to our office, pick up the keys, drive it to your home. You can take one item, you can take your fragiles, you can take things that maybe you don't want the mover to move, or you can load up 2 or 3 rooms of items in the truck.
Saving you stress and money. Gentlemen, thank you so much for keeping us updated on the market. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
The mortgage deal of the day is on your screen. Call now to take advantage, 833-MTG-LINK, or visit the mtglink.com. And don't forget to follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube.